हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू साई क्लासेस। फ्रेंड्स, आज मैं आपको द हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स का एडिटोरियल पैसेज ऑफ जून 14, 2023 वेडनेसडे विद द स्पीड ऑफ 110 शेयर कर रहा हूँ दोस्तों। लेट्स स्टार्ट। द विल इन्फ्लेशंस ट्राजेक्टरी लास्ट। CPI is at a 25 months low, but the low inflation, high growth path will depend on food prices, monsoon, and private investment picking up. India's benchmark inflation rate, as measured by the Consumer Price Index, reached a 25 months low of 4.3% in May 2023. Coming just days after Reserve Bank of India Governor Shaktikant Das described the 4% inflation target and not the 2%-6% range as the guiding principle of monetary policy. The latest data is indeed good news given the better than expected gross domestic product growth in the quarter ending March 2023 and the health index of industrial production for April. It looks like the Indian economy is in a low inflation, high growth trajectory at the moment. Stop. The only question worth asking at the moment is whether this trajectory will last. Let us take inflation first, the biggest X factor at the moment, as the Monetary Policy Committee's resolution points out, is food prices. They have played a big role in bringing the headline number down and could drive it up once again if the southwestern monsoon is not normal, a possibility which cannot be ruled out at the moment. The fact that cereal inflation continues to remain high only underlines this point. MPC will have more clarity on this question when it meets in August. What about growth? So far, the government's capex push has played an important role in supporting growth. But the March quarter's GDP data and the April IIP numbers show that private consumption continues to remain weak. Full stop. Second round effects of interest rate hikes in the last year will likely generate additional headwinds for private consumption and investment. Given the unanimity around the fact that rate cuts are only a matter of when rather than whether, a prolonged pause could lead to some borrowing being postponed. To be sure, most of these eventualities are likely to have been incorporated in Reserve Bank of India's growth forecast, which has been kept unchanged at 6.5% for the fiscal year 2023-24. Of course, a major disappointment on the monsoon front could spell trouble for rural incomes and demand. The only factor which is missing from this kind of an analysis is the possibility of a political pivot in fiscal policy. What if the government were to announce a cut in fuel prices or announce a large fiscal intervention to mitigate the impact of a weak monsoon? fiscal policy is more likely to spring a surprise in the run up to 2024। थैंक यू दोस्तों, थैंक यू वेरी मच। यदि वीडियो मेरा पसंद आए दोस्तों, आप सब्सक्राइब करना, लाइक करना और अपने डाउट्स हमारे व्हाट्सएप नंबर पे शेयर कर सकते हो। थैंक यू दोस्तों, बाय।